So I am so excited to share. We are honoring both of you with the first Kindness in Action Award at our gala.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! What are you gonna wear?
I don't know. I'll dress up.
I'm Dr. Cynthia Brinson, and I was the doctor that worked at the Kind Clinic and helped start it in the beginning.
My name is Mark Erwin, and I was one of the founders of the Kind Clinic with a group of extraordinary people that really enjoyed making this happen.
So we started the clinic in 2015, but PrEP had been approved in the United States in 2012. And so I really believed in my soul that it was a solution to end the HIV epidemic. In Austin, we prescribed PrEP, but I don't think I was as acutely aware of how we were one of the very few groups of doctors that did that. Like I had this one guy tell me that he had gone to his doctor and his doctor said no, he wouldn't have prescribed it. I was kind of incensed that there were all these doctors in Austin that wouldn't prescribe the medication.
I wasn't aware of PrEP until I read an article in The Advocate from a writer named Mark King, and he actually reminisced a little bit about some of the kind of a conflict in the gay community about whether or not it was appropriate or not, like if it was a party drug. I was just flabbergasted by the fact that this beautiful, amazing medication existed that actually prevented HIV. And I was at one of my doctor's appointments with Dr. Brinson, who's saved me my life from living with HIV for years and years. And after a little while, we kind of decided that we needed to do something about it.
And I said, so what are you saying? And he just kind of looked at me and I said, are you saying that we're gonna have to start a PrEP clinic? And he said, yeah.
And we just kind of talked about what we could do, and I think we opened like 3 weeks later.
Well, it was turnkey, but it was a mess.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
We had to get buy-in from the community because not everybody was on board with the thing. So that was a challenge, I think. We had to go out and we had to talk to people and educate people on what was going on.
You know, then we started going to the parades and doing all that. Yeah. And we just had a blast.
We used the connections that we had to go and look for medical assistants and lab people.
We were a completely 100% volunteer clinic for 2.5 years. And it was the people that we worked with, the people who volunteered. We could never, ever have done it without these volunteers. We taught people how to do it. If they didn't know how to draw blood, we'd teach them how to draw blood. We'd teach them how to spin it and do all the stuff you had to do, or we'd teach them how to do the front desk and how do you do a medical front desk and how do you check people in. And so many of those volunteers went back to school, and many of them went into medicine after having the experience of getting to learn how to be an MA. So that was also so rewarding.
Every time we would run into a brick wall, we would hear the story about a patient that was so excited about getting access to this medication, you know, and they would tell us and they would cry sometimes. Hearing that in the face of the frustration got us past all of the challenges and those difficult moments. And we were like, hell yeah, we're moving forward. We're gonna push forward, we're gonna make this happen.
Human beings were not meant to carry so much fear and trauma over having sex.
They had all this personal weight weighing on them that, oh my God, if I express my sexuality, I'm gonna get sick, I'm gonna die. The freedom to express your sexuality was really crucial.
Right.
And it allowed them to be themselves and take charge of their lives and enjoy it in the way that they were born to enjoy it. And you know, you hear that enough times and you're like, wow, this is really making a difference. This can change millions of people's lives, right?
Oh, it was so wonderful. But the best was when my husband turned to me and said, you know, the best thing about all of this that has happened is that you and Mark have become such close friends. All I have to do is pick up the phone and he will help me.
Yeah, I mean, Dr. Brinson saved my life more than a few times, and her kindness and ruthless push towards keeping not just me healthy, but so many other people healthy, my friends, loved ones that I've had.
We just had a blast. And we had a blast because, you know, it was the right thing to do. And if you know in your being that you are doing the right thing, it's easy to have a lot of fun, you know?